Hello, welcome back to another videos on my thoughts on the current comic market. In the last few weeks, I loaded a couple of videos showing the submission for modern books to CGC have exploded, especially in books that was published in the last 3 years. Okay, the number of books of collectors, speculators that submitted to CGC has went up double, triple, insane. Okay, and in this video I would like to offer a reason why I think those numbers have exploded. Keep in mind, there's never really one reason. There are multiple reasons, most likely, but I'm going to offer up one of the reasons that I think most people have not discussed yet, at least not that I heard. And that reason is how tough time has been for a lot of people. I think a part of how big of it, I don't know, but a part of people submitting the modern books are those that are looking for ways to make a few bucks. Okay, if you are hurting for money because of the pandemic, because of the loss of your job, and you're trying to make a few bucks, and you think or you heard that flipping comic books is one way to make a few bucks, I can see how some people in this hobby, maybe even brand new people that have never even collected comics before, go to the store, they watch some YouTube videos, they go to the store, they buy modern books, they think that, slabbing, they heard slabbing is a way to turn a $5 book into a $50 book. It's a quick way to make a few bucks here and there. Okay, I think that is a component of the market we have right now, more so than the previous years, because of the tough time that we have. And I think that's something that has not been discussed at all. I think there's a lot of new collectors that, well, when I use the word collectors, that's a loosely used term here, because if you're not in this hobby or have not been in this hobby for a long time, and you just enter it in the last 3 or 4 months because you're looking for ways to make money. Okay, it's nothing wrong with what people are trying to do. I understand it's survival. Okay, we need money. The government are not giving us money. Unemployment is not enough to feed the family, to pay the rent, to pay the bills. So I get it. So to me, I think a lot of people overlook that reason on why the submissions are so big. Because if you're hurting for money, do you have money to go flip a 4 figures book? Of course not, right? You're gonna have to go and try to pick the low-hanging fruits out there, and those are the modern books that came out every Wednesday, and you're watching YouTube videos and try to capitalize on whatever you can, trying to flip a $5 book into a $50 profit. And I think that play a huge part in a submission. Keep in mind, when I show the data in those videos I mentioned earlier, if you have not seen those videos, I will put a link below for you to see. But some of the reasons are, yellow label, signature series, private signing. But as you can see, the signatures are a small part of the total submission. The bulk of the submission are still blue label, universal, so that not everybody that's submitting the books, the modern books, are doing it for the signature. They're doing it for the blue label, for the quick flip. Okay, because it's quicker, right? It's quicker to submit modern books to get a blue label than to have go through the entire process of getting the signatures. Keep in mind, what I'm saying in this video is potentially one of the contributors to the trend of so many modern books that were just published the last 3 years going to CGC. I'm not saying this is the only reason or this is the majority. Okay, so don't get twisted. I understand there are people out there that submit modern books for their PC. There are, okay? Not everybody submit modern books flippers. But if, depending on how big of the portion of this new trend is, people that submit it in order for a quick flip, it would tell me how bad people are hurting. Okay, because you know, I understand, I sympathize with everybody that look for ways to try to make a few bucks in this tough time. I completely understand, and I can only hope that on the flip side there are people out there willing and waiting to buy these books, because the last thing I want to see is people spending their hard-earned money, however few they have, in slamming these books, and then find out that later that there's no demand for these books. Okay, they can ill afford to waste money that they don't have. Okay, so they can use it in other area. So yeah, I will be watching this trend very closely in the next few months. Okay, because I think it is not a good thing if I am remotely right in that a lot of people are hurting and they are looking for a way to make a few bucks. I look forward to hear other people's thoughts in this area. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.